It's all about the poblano peppers today. Poblano peppers and potatoes. Yum. This is my sister Pen's favorite dish going, and I just can't wait to share it with you all today. We'll need 6 poblano peppers. If you can find the big ones, these are the best. And potatoes, 4 cups of potatoes chopped into little cubes. Garlic powder, onion powder, optional, but I like to add them. A white onion. If you don't have a white onion, you can use the others, but this white onion, it really kind of adds a creaminess to the dish that I absolutely love. 2 cloves of garlic and some kind of bouillon. I like the better than bouillon garlic, but this is where some of the flavor comes from. And of course, salt and pepper if you want to add it. Let's get to it. Pen's Poblano potatoes. Just a side note, you guys. Poblano peppers are usually a milder pepper, but the ones I've been getting lately have had a little spice in them. So if spicy is not your thing, I would trade out poblanos with a nice juicy red bell pepper or even a red and yellow bell pepper. If you like green bell peppers, which I'm not a green bell pepper lover, but if you like those would be good. That's what I want to try next. This recipe with the red and yellow bell peppers. I think it would be so good, you guys. I start with the poblano peppers. Today I have 7. I have 3 of the bigger ones and 4 of the smaller ones. So I'll put this on an aluminum lined baking sheet because we're gonna broil it in the oven. So parchment paper won't work in the high heat of the broiler. I just place them on my pan and I'm going to broil them for 5 minutes, and you wanna keep an eye on this, you guys. 5 minutes in there the first time, I can let them go, but then after that we're gonna turn them over, and I just wanna kind of watch the other side. I have the oven light on the whole time while I'm broiling these poblano peppers. We're looking for them to get black and blistery on the outside. So here we go, in the oven, broil on high, 5 minutes. You could also roast the poblanos in a flat cast iron skillet or directly over a gas burner. All right, timer is going off, you guys. So we'll check these out. And actually, I can see the blistering spots, but I really want them to get just a little bit darker. So that was 5 minutes. I'm gonna do it for 2 minutes more on this side. After the poblanos are done cooking, we have to sweat them. And the reason we do that is so the skins can peel off easily or come off easily. The skins of the poblanos are tough and they don't taste great. So that's why we have to roast them to get those skins off so that we get the yummy, succulent taste of the peppers. So I have a dish here. I'm just gonna use one of my big salad bowls that I have. I'm gonna put some aluminum foil on it and a glass plate over it. But you can use anything. I've used a pot with a lid before. I've used a glass container with a lid. Anything so that there's a lid on it and the poblanos, that steam can really sweat the poblanos so those skins can come off easily. That's what we want. Be sure you have your tongs, you guys. All right, so this has been 7 minutes. Gonna check them again. Woo! And they're really burning up, you can see. So I'm just going to turn them over. You have to be gentle because you want the other side to get just as blistered as this side. And these have already started blistering on this side, so I won't put them as long. I'm gonna do 4 minutes on this side. Okay, you guys, I'm taking them out. They are way done. So it's just 3 minutes and these really crisp up. So once I have them out, I put the peppers in whatever container I'm using, and I put aluminum foil over it just to really seal in that steam. And then I'm gonna put a plate over it just to kind of get that seal in and we let these sweat for 20 minutes. While the poblano peppers are sweating, it's a good opportunity to get the other ingredients ready, because we do have to chop and cube the potatoes and chop the onions and also mince the garlic. You know how bags of potatoes, especially the yellow potatoes, always have these little tiny potatoes? These are the ones I like to pick out and use for a recipe like this, because I'm cubing them anyway, and I really a lot of times end up leaving the little teeny potatoes till the very last. And as I chop, I have my measuring cup here. I want to do about four cups of potatoes. I cut mine in half, then from there I make 2 slices out of the half and then cut it down the center, about 3. I have a hard time getting my cubes exactly the right size. I probably need to get one of those cube choppers. It would save me so much time. And there you go, you guys. These are all ready. So those potatoes, they were about 5 small potatoes, 2 mid-size. Those did just a little over 4 cups, probably 4.5. I'll just use all those because in my opinion, you can't have enough potatoes. And then a whole white onion and 2 cloves of garlic. These peppers have been sweating for 30 minutes, you guys. I had to pop over to the store to get myself a white onion. So we open up the peppers and I just start to peel them off. You can see like, whoo, these charred bits are just coming right off, which is nice. I'll just put it on top of the aluminum foil. And sometimes if they don't come off, I'll show you, but when they just peel right off, this is so nice. And the skin comes easily off. That's why we char them the way we do. These parts that are a little bit more difficult, you can either take the spoon or a knife and scrape it, and then that gets it right off. And then once that's off, you cut it open, and you want to deseed it. Open it up, take this top part out, and if it doesn't come off easily, I cooked these a long time, so they're pretty soft, but you can always cut it out. And then you have the seeds, and I scrape the seeds out. You can use a knife or a spoon, whatever works best. And then once the seeds are out and it's been peeled, then you just cut it into strips and place it in a bowl to set aside. This will be one of the ingredients in our peppers and potatoes. And I cut it in long strips, and then I cut it in half. And you do that with all the rest of the peppers. And if you start to lift up the skin and the pepper starts to break apart, you guys, that's when you pause and you get a knife and you just scrape the skin off. And it's just the outer layer of the skin. So when you peel the skin off, you can see this part has a dark green part underneath. You don't need to peel that off. You just need to peel that outer layer of the skin. And there you have it, you guys. A bowl full of roasted, peeled poblano peppers ready to go into our potatoes. We'll use a bouillon for flavor, and I love better than bouillon. I know it's not a totally clean ingredient, but this is the flavor I love, you guys. I buy the garlic one, and this is what I'm using today. You can also buy Knorr vegetable premium flavor base. This is when I found this on Amazon. Also, you could use a granulated one, and Knorr sells a granulated one that my sister bought, and I think it's from Germany, and it is a lot cleaner products, or a lot cleaner ingredients, and that one she got on Amazon. What I do is I measure out a half a cup for this. So I put half a cup of water into my measuring cup, and whatever bouillon you're using, you want to double it. So usually this is a teaspoon for a full cup. So I'm using a teaspoon for a half a cup. And if you're using vegetable stock, like if I were to use my box of stock, I would still just only use a half a cup. And that's all mixed and ready to go. That'll go in with the potatoes. Now that the ingredients are all prepped and ready to go, I just have to show you them, you guys. So pretty. The potatoes, the poblano peppers, the garlic, the onions, garlic powder, onion powder, and the bouillon that you're using. Pour some water into the heated pan. Oh yeah, that's definitely ready. And I'll get my onions going. We don't really have to cook the onions a long time because they're going to be cooking a while with the potatoes. We want to cook them long enough so the potatoes get softened. So the onions will be in here a while. Mine is on, my stove is on a little higher than medium. I just love the smell of onions cooking, you guys. Yum. So yummy. And I feel like these white onions have like a sweet scent, which is really so good. Onions are softening, you guys, so I'm going to add the garlic. Make sure that you just put the garlic in. You don't want it to burn. Just let it move around for just another minute about with the onions, just to open up the flavors. And then we'll add in the 1/2 cup of bouillon. I'm going to do a 1/2 teaspoon garlic powder. This is totally optional because we did add garlic and onion already, so it's just a 1/2 teaspoon though. Just a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic, 1/2 teaspoon of onion. Mix that around, and then we'll add our 4 cups of potatoes. Oh my gosh, the simplest seasonings, you guys, just make the biggest difference. And we just stir those around. Once they're all stirred around, put the lid on and let the potatoes simmer. I turn it down to about medium to medium low. I just like them to make sure that they cook through. So you just let them cook long enough so they get till they're about almost ready, because that's when you want to add your peppers in. It's been 20 minutes, sisters. Let's check these potatoes. They are looking good. I'm telling you, you could eat these potatoes just by themselves. They are such a treat to having just cooked like this. There are so many ways to cook potatoes. And the simplest spices do. The potatoes, the onion, the garlic. It's all you need, you guys. This is all we need. And then a big plate of veggies on the side. So let me see. I feel like 5 minutes I'll do these. They're starting to soften up a bit. I'm going to add some salt and pepper here. So I'll put some pepper in. And for those who like a little salt, you can add some salt in. And I'll stir it around and I'll add the peppers, because we want the peppers to be in the last 5 minutes so they have a chance to really sweeten up. But we don't want them to be in too long that they soften and, like, you know, disintegrate. So kind of put your peppers in there and fold them around or move them around. And I just kind of tuck them in between the potatoes. We want to be gentle with our peppers. All right, I'll put the lid back on 5 more minutes and they should be good to go. The timer went off, you guys. Let's check it. I heard Starchy husband come in the garage, so I know the dogs are gonna go off. Oh my gosh, it smells so good, you guys. Yum, yum. I hope these potatoes are soft. If not, we'll let it cook for a little bit longer. Oh my gosh, perfect. So I'm gonna turn this off and let it sit for a bit to cool off, and then I'll come and give it a taste. All right, you guys, time for the taste. I have just a little bit in here because I'm going to eat this for dinner. I find with these recipes, the more they can set and let the flavors like burst out, the better. So I'm gonna take a test now, but these will be on my dinner menu tonight. I got a piece of the pepper in there, a couple pieces of potato, and be sure to get that potato to the consistency you like. I just love it when they're so soft and tender. Yum. So good, you guys. You got that little sweetness from the pepper, the softness from the potatoes, the burst from the garlic. It's just so good. A perfect pairing. And you know how I like to eat this? I like to eat it with my white bean chili. I love it with my white bean chili. So I might have to cook a pot of that because I am all out. These poblanos though that I've been getting, they do have a little heat. So if you are sensitive to spicy, you might want to use different peppers like red peppers, bell peppers. But if you do like a little spicy with the sweet of the peppers, then this Poblano one will be a good one to try out. It's a nice little change, right? Day 21 on our Reset Sisters. 3 whole weeks of nourishing yourself with this plant-based goodness, rooting this way of eating and living in your life. I love it. Let's get to the angel cards. Let's see what the angel cards are saying to us today. Starchy Sisters. Love. I love it. I love it. Love. It is all about the love, you guys. Self-love, treating ourselves with deep, deep love. And the more we love ourselves, the more that love just pours out from every cell of our being. I love it. How are you loving on yourselves today? I know how. 3 times a day, you're eating these nourishing, whole food, plant-based, low-fat meals that are just fostering us living our best life ever. All right, you guys, all about the love today, day 21. You know the deal. I love you. I love you, sisters. I believe in you. I know you can do it. 1 meal at a time, 1 day at a time, we are crushing this. Day 21. Mwah, mwah, mwah. So much love. I'll see you tomorrow.